Pleasure to see everybody here today. We will first recognize our Citizen of the Month. This is the ceremonial portion of our council agenda, and for our first item, Mayor Pro Tem Brian Knutson will recognize our Citizen of the Month. Councilman?
Thank you very much, Mayor, and thank you all for being here today. So I get the opportunity to recognize a family, so I'm going to invite the family to come on up. This is the family of Tyler, and while they're making their way up, there you go. I told them to sit in the first row. They sat in the third. Could have been faster. So here's why I'm recognizing them today is I've talked about my family quite a bit in my run for office, and so I've been thinking a lot about how to talk about my kid. So my kid was hospitalized, and it was an experience that I wouldn't share with anybody else. I wouldn't want anyone else to go through it, and it gave me an energy that I didn't know how to do anything with it. And so every day I have to wake up and decide what to do with that energy because it hasn't gone away. When my kid didn't get the right kind of treatment, that energy just would not go away. And 2 years ago, I was able to meet Eric. We talked on the patio of the UNLV School of Medicine, and we talked about that energy that I know he has as well. And it was something terrible that happened in their family, and that energy and what do you do with it. And you can choose to do something very positive, or you can choose to do something very negative. The energy that he's put into the world has changed Nevada forever. That came from his son Tyler, that came from his family, his daughters. They were able to change Nevada forever. There's a lot more work to do, but it was the effort of one man, one family, and one son, one brother, who will forever change how Nevada treats children. And so I'm going to read a proclamation, then I'm going to turn it over to Eric to talk about why we're celebrating Tyler today. This is on behalf of the Las Vegas City Council. Whereas, Tyler is recognized for the extraordinary courage, strength, and unwavering determination in the face of stage 4 cancer diagnosis. Despite undergoing multiple surgeries, immunotherapy, and 30 sessions of radiation, Tyler continued to pursue his passions, competing on both his football and basketball teams with resilience and joy, scoring touchdowns and making baskets with a smile, even as he battled a disease no child should ever endure. And whereas Tyler was a true pioneer in pediatric oncology, becoming the first patient at St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital to receive LAG-3 immunotherapy. He went on to make medical history as the youngest person in the world to receive tumor-infiltrating lymphocyte treatment prior to FDA approval, and later as the first and youngest pediatric patient ever to receive the bispecific T-cell engager, I can't say that word, and whereas Tyler was cherished by a wide circle of friends and surrounded by a loving family, including his devoted parents, grandparents, and 2 younger sisters, all of whose lives were changed for the better because of the time they shared with him, even if that was far too short. And whereas Tyler will be remembered not only as a dedicated student, gifted athlete, and a loving big brother and friend, but as a young man whose strength and legacy will continue to inspire. His impact will be felt through his advocacy for better access to and improvements in pediatric healthcare across the state of Nevada. And now, therefore, we, the mayor and members of the Las Vegas City Council, do hereby take great pride in proclaiming May 7th, 2025 as Tyler Day. So this is the Tyler Day. Hey, you're gonna hold this. You just have to stand there. There you go. Okay. So this is how we change Nevada.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you for this opportunity to talk about Tyler. Any opportunity where I get a chance to talk about my son, I'll always take it. So thank you so much. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for, I know you care about this topic. I know it's not just something that you're a part-time interested in. Like, this is your passion. And so thank you. Mayor Berkeley, I know when you were in Congress, you brought the VA hospital here to Las Vegas, and I know you were the right person to bring the first comprehensive children's hospital to Las Vegas, so thank you for your leadership. Leadership Las Vegas, White Tigers, thank you so much for being here. Last year was so impactful to me, and I was struggling, and the love and compassion that you guys, being here today is just so, means so much to me, so thank you. My Jameson Fellowship class, You guys are true, compassionate leaders. Thank you also for being here. I love you guys. Act for Kids. This is an incredible group that I got to, I'm lucky to be part of. It's just compassionate parents that like want to make a difference in our state, in our community, and thank you for being here. Tyler's grandparents, Ann, David, Tom, and Rose, you were so much help watching the girls as Renee and I had, we're traveling back and forth out of state getting Tyler world-class treatment. Thank you so much. We love you guys. And I know how much this has impacted you. So thank you. All of Tyler's family, friends, doctors, nurses, and anyone that cares about pediatric health, thank you for being here. And thank you for giving me an opportunity to kind of talk about Tyler. So I wanted to just quickly kind of run through, because Tyler was so much more than his cancer diagnosis. He didn't want people, he didn't want his friends knowing that he had cancer. He just wanted to get the treatment done, get it over with, and get right back to school where he was thriving. And so it actually came as a surprise to a lot of people when we announced that we had lost him. So Tyler was so much more than his cancer diagnosis. So I'm going to step slightly out just so I can quickly look at pictures and just kind of talk about Tyler's life, because we miss him so much. First picture on the top is actually the day he was born, and we were so proud, so excited to have kids, to have our son born. And what I was super impressed with was the first day he was born. He was so strong. He was able to hold his own head up. I had always, I'm a new dad. I'm there trying to support his head, and he was the first couple hours after he was born, he was just looking around the room and like moving his own head and holding it up. And he always was just an incredibly strong kid. The next picture up there is his first birthday party. And so this is actually on his birthday, and he's got a smash cake, and he's sharing the cake with me because that's the young man that he was. If he was having cake, he wanted to share cake. And so talking about cake, we still have cake. So after this, please stop by the cafe and grab some more cake to remember Tyler. And if you smash it in someone's face, he'd be okay with that. Next picture is just when he was a little guy, he always would smile so huge. Anytime someone would look at him, he was the adorable baby that just would give them the biggest grin, had no teeth yet. And so that picture just reminds me of the joy that he had, that he was just born with. Like, he was just always a happy kid. Big fan of Elmo, and driving around with his Power Wheel, so he'd bring Elmo along. He made sure Elmo was buckled in, safety first. And the next two pictures are him cuddling up with his sister Ashley, and then who turns 14 on Friday. And then the next picture is him giving a concert to his little sister, who actually, Natalie, is 10 today. So today's her birthday. So. Tyler was a great athlete, loved playing sports, soccer, flag football, lacrosse. You can see down on the second row, he's got his karate board break. So that's his first ever wooden board that he broke. He also wrestled with his cousins. He didn't love that sport quite as much. That was my sport, so I was so passionate, so excited for him. And he was like, "Dad, I want to go play basketball." Like, okay, broke my heart, but I loved it. I loved just watching him out there because he had so much joy. Jumping back, when he graduated from kindergarten, he was just, he was in the GATE program and just did really well in school. He was super easy. I'm going to say that mom and dad were amazing, but honestly, it was him that he'd take care of his schoolwork and always did well. The next picture is his mom and him when his team won the first grade championship in flag football. So he was super excited to get that trophy. And then next picture is him after a lacrosse game with 3 out of 4 of his grandparents there. And I know they are his biggest supporters and loved watching him also play sports. Next picture is his Ballew cousins. And he was the oldest cousin on both sides of the family, the oldest grandchild, and so got a lot of attention. He was the leader of the group, and his cousins just really looked up to him. We are a Disney family, and when they were little, they would dress up in family costumes. Now, not so much. Like they won't put up with that anymore. But that's around Halloween time when we're at Disney, and then the best vacation, his favorite vacation we ever went on was a Disney cruise, and so that was super fun, and we swam with dolphins during that cruise. Big Golden Knights fan. That picture is from the Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Unfortunately, that's when the Capitals won the Stanley Cup that year. That was the first year. But one of the players skated over and tossed a puck over the glass to him. And so he walked away like just super excited. Even in a loss, like we were heartbroken, but seeing the team and getting a puck was just amazing, and we appreciate that. Going to sporting events. So I went to the Air Force Academy. My wife went to the University of Colorado. The first time they played in my lifetime, we flew back to Colorado with his cousins, and it was just a super fun game. He got gloves from the players. It ended up going into like triple overtime. When Air Force won, the players jumped in the stands and just started handing out footballs and gloves, and so an awesome game. Next picture is he and I, we flew back to DC for the World Series, and he actually was in a Bud Light commercial, which is interesting for an 8-year-old to be in a Bud Light commercial, but Bud Light did a commercial. We're not really the main subjects of this commercial, but we're in it. We're in it, so a really fun game. COVID, don't need another pandemic at all, but it was amazing watching when the casinos did shut down and the little kids got their bikes out. It just took over Las Vegas Boulevard. And so that is a family picture of where we were riding up and down with hundreds of other little kids, local kids, just getting out of the house and having an opportunity to do something that we'll never have an opportunity to do again. Celebrating birthday parties, then Tyler's friends, his own birthday party. So his favorite restaurant was Maggiano's. We probably celebrated on his birthday. We always let him choose where he was going to go out, for dinner, and he always chose Maggiano's. So we have like 7 or 8 photos of throughout him growing up. Maggiano's was his spot. So bottom left picture is actually 5th grade. So he had just finished up 5th grade and had surgery a week later. And at the time, we didn't realize he had cancer. So had surgery. We thought it was a Spitz-Nevis, and our whole world changes a week after that photo's taken. We had world-class doctors out at St. Jude in Memphis, and then later at Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles. But it wasn't home. It was not the easiest thing. He was out in Memphis for 4.5, 5 months, getting radiation, getting surgery, doing an immunotherapy, and we did have to travel out of state just because. And this is not to bash the medical providers that are here in Las Vegas. I love what you're doing. We just need more of you guys. Like, we need to be supporting you guys and bringing in more capabilities to our community. But that is actually at Ronald McDonald House with the bike, and that was on spring break. And the highlight of that trip was a naked guy came walking down the street just outside of Ronald McDonald House, and the kids still talk about it. Like, the police came, took the naked guy away, but that was actually a highlight of their spring break was seeing the naked guy just outside the gate of. So while we were in Memphis, because Tyler was such a passionate athlete, we signed him up for flag football. And so I didn't realize when I was signing up that it was a at-risk youth football program run by the Memphis Police Department. And so the coaches were police officers. And anyways, Tyler just loved playing with those kids, getting an opportunity. He missed his friends back home for sure, but just getting an opportunity to meet new kids and play football out in Memphis was awesome. We tried to get away on the weekends, so we went to Mardi Gras, got a bunch of beads. The next picture, the Memphis Pyramid, we got a photo. We traveled up to the top, and just this last fall, we went back for the first time after losing Tyler to St. Jude's Weekend of Remembrance. And my wife had read somewhere that ladybugs are kind of reminders of people that you have lost. And while the family was getting a photo in this exact same spot that we were on the up on the pyramid, a ladybug landed on my shirt. And I started crying. And that was just an incredible reminder of our son. The next picture is back at Disney with his friends, great trip. And then I've got that picture in there where teaching Tyler how to shave. Love that. I missed just going out and throwing the football with him so much. And I was thinking when I was putting this together, his friends are now 15 and getting their learner's permits, and we see on social media, like the excitement that they've got, and that while I'm excited for them, it reminds me of the things that he and I will not do, and so those moments of just going for walks with him, throwing the lacrosse ball around, throwing the football around, teaching him how to shave, I treasure those moments forever, so yeah, we miss him. Just thank you. Really quick, so that's who Tyler is, because he's so much more than his cancer diagnosis. But what I wanted to quickly talk about is what I'd like Tyler's legacy to be. Now that we've lost him. Tyler had world-class doctors at St. Jude and then at Cedars-Sinai, but it wasn't home. It was not the easiest thing. We leaned a lot on grandparents in the community because Renee and I were switching time every 7 to 10 days. Tyler was never alone, but one of us would be back in Las Vegas watching the girls, and the other one would be out in Memphis with Tyler. And so not everyone has that. Not everyone has grandparents that will drop everything and just show up, to watch the granddaughters. So thank you guys for that. I also had job flexibility. My company would let me fly, load up my flying schedule for when I was home. And again, not everyone has that here in Southern Nevada. Not everyone has grandparents or has to watch the kids or has a job that will just say, yeah, Eric, you need to go be where you need to be. And so we know that we were lucky to have those opportunities. And again, not everyone has that. We lost Tyler on the way to treatment in LA. So we were going for the fourth dose of flip dose Ipi-Nivo. Had to call an ambulance just outside of Baker. We would have never gotten in the car and started driving to LA if we would have known that that's what was going to happen. He actually rode an exercise bike a couple hours before we got in the car. Actually, a couple minutes before he got in the car. We are losing Nevada children on the interstate because we don't currently have enough specialty care here in Las Vegas. And so, we wouldn't have been in Baker. And I don't know that the results would have been different, but we definitely wouldn't have been on I-15. The high desert just outside of Baker is pretty rural. They would have life flighted, sent a helicopter out, but the cloud level was too low. And so we ended up waiting 40 minutes for the ambulance to arrive. And I know it's 40 minutes because when I was talking to the dispatcher, they stayed on the line and I had my phone out there. And so after the next day, after we lost him, I looked at how long the call was and it was 40 minutes. So again, we were losing Nevada children on the interstate. So we want Tyler's story to help the next Tyler here in Las Vegas by increasing access to comprehensive health care. I think that's the way we can best honor him, best remember him, is the next Tyler is able to do radiation in the morning and be home in the afternoon to pick on his little sisters. That's my hope. And I just feel like Nevada has a responsibility to take care of Nevada kids, rather than we are a frontier state, but a world-class city. The time is now, and it's the leaders in this room that'll make it happen. So I very much appreciate you guys being here. I love you guys. Thank you for being here and giving me an opportunity to talk about Tyler. Thank you.
So Tyler is the Citizen of the Month. In the front of City Hall, there'll be a picture of him remembering his legacy through Nevada, remembering your legacy in Nevada, because we deserve a little bit better here in Nevada, and this is how you make it happen, by telling stories. So thank you for sharing your story with us. I'm going to give you can hold this. And it's your birthday, so can we sing you happy birthday?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And we have another birthday on Friday as well, right? Okay, you ready? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Natalie and Ashley on Friday. Happy birthday to you.
And would you mind if we have a picture? Yeah. Would you like to invite the grandparents up? Okay. Will the grandparents please join us?